Falcon fans, thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg joining me courtside with our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out there with Sam Hauser. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's White. And it's Queta in at the 5. And for New York, you got Josh Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. So Clark, when you look at it, what's the focus for these teams so early on in the campaign?
You know, I think really at this point it's about seeing what you've got, finding out what you have, building chemistry. I think this is where you kind of start to discover the strengths and weaknesses of your team.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. And here's White. Pass to Pritchard. Pocket 6. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Towns is money off the catch and shoot.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 3-point game. And it's Brown that time on the assist by White.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now the Knicks with it. Pass to Hart. Pritchard against Bridges. Back to Hart. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Queta. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's White. To the wing on the left. Bridges with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Anunoby. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Anunoby so good using his speed and athleticism in transition. Love that energy he displayed.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. That's a 2 from Pritchard. And it falls over the rim and in. Pritchard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Left side, Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Yep, that one goes in there. Pritchard's got 6.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Towns a screen on White. Pass to Hart from outside the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up to the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And here's Brunson, following the 3-pointer by Jared White. Brunson against White. Brunson the pass to Towns. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back over to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference Finals run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Now, here's Bridges. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hauser up top. Pass to Pritchard. Hauser with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Clock at 4. Here's Queta. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Brunson. He's coming off a 25-point game against Cleveland.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Now White, after Jalen Brunson missed it on that last three-pointer. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry.
And here's Boston. They're on a 13-5 run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No, I think that's exactly the right attitude for White to have. Go at the defender head on and don't back away from the contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Give it up for here they are, your Knicks 7th spot.
The Celtics lead on a switch here. Evans is checked in. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. Number 5, the Knicks.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Here's McBride.
Celtics foul. Miles. First personal foul. First team foul.
Anunoby outside. To halt the run.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
White, wide open, he fires. And another miss by Boston. On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Brown.
Length, size, touch. That's how Towns just dominates you inside.
Pass to Simon. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 5-point game. Bridges for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Bridges knew there was daylight, using his sleight of hand to get the bucket.
Celtics lead 17-15.
Now here's White. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Over in the corner, Brown. pass to Minot. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks are gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Bridges, covered by Simon. Here's McBride. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Looking now, it's about for White. Last year, he put up about 16 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Josh Hart. They're running ahead. Here's Minot. Finished off the break. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
New York shooting to start out this game about 43%.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, great as a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooter with the post play that he's worked on his defense. He may not be elite at that end, but he ignites in his force.
First free throw is good.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Clarkson passes to Robinson. Basket counts.
You rarely, actually never see Robinson take a jumper. Mitchell wants to get that ball near the bucket.
Now Pritchard. He had 13 points in the win against Philadelphia.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Get up and get ready for fun, fans. It's your Knicks Breaker and Crew.
Check in for Boston.
Once again, for your next Breaker Dance Crew, show them some love.
Yabusele with it. Diawara, the pass to McBride. Here's Yabusele. 5 to shoot. Robinson down low. He's covered by Brown. Robinson misses.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. My goodness.
Peyton Pritchard.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's McBride. Still yet to score. New York moving the ball around. Boucher with the steal. To the inside. Terrific!
From
Power down the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game. The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges checks in.
New York Knicks, number 25, Mikal Bridges.
1:39 left in the first quarter. Pass to Clarkson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
30-21.
So it's the Celtics now. They have a 9-point lead. Here's Pritchard. He has 6. 1:10 left in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. That's a 2 from Simons. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Clarkson. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
It's Brown on the wing. Outside, Simon. Beyond the arc. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Sam Hauser's checked in for Brown.
Boston substitution, number 30, Sam Hauser.
23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Celtics leading by 11. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Diawara in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And so Clarkson will bring it up for New York. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Bridges has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Now Pritchard. 3-pointer, Simon. Nailed from three-point land. Simons has got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics. To the middle. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
You cannot allow Robinson to get this kind of position or else he's dunking all over everybody.
Here's Pritchard, defended by McBride. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Fires the 3. And the Celtics another 3.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Now, here's Bridges. Launches it. Kept alive. Another shot. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges got 5 points so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Nice job by Bridges. Doesn't always get enough credit for his playmaking.
Celtics lead.
Celtics leading by 14. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. A shot by Pritchard, no good. For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Kevin, back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Pritchard. After Mikal Bridges' bucket, Simons the pass to Pritchard. Puts up a deep 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Over in the corner, McBride. Bridges outside. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Bridges got 7 now in this quarter. Boston leading by 9.
Celtics lead. 41-32.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Simons finds Pritchard. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. 4 on the shot clock. Boucher sets a screen for Pritchard. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Pass to McBride. Now Bridges. Clarkson outside. The rebound by Simon.
Really good work by the defense to protect the rim and alter the shot.
Now, here's Boucher. Richard with the ball. 6 points for him, and it's good. 2 points. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game.
And I'll tell you this, Kevin. I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And the Knicks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Shireman's checked in, and it's wide in for Pritchard. Bridges outside. And Brunson has it in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Boucher. And Simons has it in the corner. Sinks the 3-pointer. Simons has got 12 in the game.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Inside, here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Robinson doing the dirty work. He's known for that. Sets the screen, finds a soft spot, and gets himself rewarded.
And Simons has it in the corner. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now, here's Anunoby. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Celtics leading by 12.
Celtics lead.
Pass to Garza.
37.
And here is Brown. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. For New York, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Brunson finds Anunoby. Towns, a screen on Brown. Anunoby had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Queta. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Knicks trail by 12. One of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. The second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
Here's White. New York gets the 3. There's Brown with the 3. Pass to Solomon. Fires from deep. Jalen Brunson drops the miss. The Knicks have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And here's Anunoby. Right cover. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's White missing.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Bridges passes to Brunson. On deep. Rebound Boston. Queta's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges against Brown. Line is screen on Bridges. Here's Brown. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
Knicks trail by 11. Down low. It's stolen by White. There's the pass to Queta. And he makes good on the layup. Queta's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
It's stolen by White. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Lays it in off the breakaway. White's got 7 points in the game.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Please give a big round of applause for your tech team.
And it's Clarkson in for Miles McBride. Boston on D. Drills it from outside. 8 points for him.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 mates are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Hauser. And here is Brown. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Towns. He had 34 points in the win against Cleveland. Right with the screen on Pritchard. Clarkson for three. And again, New York with the triple.
You know, Clarkson really working on this range. And defenses better wise up to it.
57-46.
1:46 left in the second quarter. To the paint. Out to White. Back to Pritchard. Here's Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking the pursuit. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The Celtics making a switch here. Versus check in.
Number 52, Luka Garza.
We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
And so White will bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. Pass to Pritchard. The tray. It's good. And basket is now 5 for 9.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Towns with the bucket.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Now here's White. 7 points in the game. Pass to Pritchard. White against Brunson. And again, Boston with the triple.
Looking more confident offensively. I think he's starting to find a groove.
Clarkson up top. He's covered by Pritchard. Clarkson passes to Towns. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
65-52.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. But if it goes, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Looking at the Knicks, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in that first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Boston Celtics.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top.
Yeah, you love a team that will work. Sometimes deep into the clock for their shots. Man, that's great.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Boston leading by 13. On the floor for Boston, we've got Peyton Pritchard. Sam Hauser is out there with Brown. Then there's Derek White. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's White. Just 5 on the clock. Hauser misses. That's too hard. Rebound Boston. Queta's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Out to Bridges. Fires from the corner. Rebounded by the Celtics. Queta's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Celtics passing it around. Outside, White from past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got 13.
They've given up. A lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
To Brunson, pass to Anunoby. Takes the 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Over in the corner, Pritchard. And now the fast break, and Hart with the ball. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And here's Brunson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Brunson. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. That one falls.
Towns can do some exciting stuff on the floor. We're seeing it from him here in this one.
Celtics leading by 11. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Brown kicks to White. There's the pick. 3-pointer. Bridges with the board. Bridges got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Brown outside.
Check out Jalen Brunson.
and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And Brown drops them both.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 10. Jacks up a three. That one misses.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Back to Pritchard. Launches a three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his third assist on the night.
And there's some of the development of Brown's game. Not just attacking to the rim, passing that ball out for a triple.
Brunson finds Towns.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Back to White. Pass to Pritchard. They set the pick. Here's Hauser. And the three off target. Knicks trail by 12. Bridges kicks to Anunoby. Now here's Towns. Hauser defending. Anunoby outside. And Anunoby slams it in.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
73-63.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And make some noise for your Knicks setting after.
Of the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of dynamics involved, particularly shooting percentage.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York. But Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm the leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Back over to you guys.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Great production on the interior right now. Straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partners.
Now here's White. He's got 13. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Queta. Comes up empty down low. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Brunson draws the double. Got a hand on it. Now Hauser. Here's White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Queta. Rebounded by Hart. And it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Trailing here by 8. Runs in the pass to Towns. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
Right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. And a change for the Celtics. Einard's checked in. Here's McBride. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Bridges. Bridges has got 12 points in the game.
73-67.
The Celtics shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Right the pass to Brown. There's the 3. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now here's Brown. 18 points for him. To the right side. It's stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Lets it go from deep. And McBride gets it to go. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead. McBride's gone 3 of 4 from distance. Only the one miss. Pass to Minot. Brown outside. The 3. That doesn't go either for Brown.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer 3 so badly.
Now Brunson, tight covering, and again, New York with the triple.
When your mechanics are as strong as Brunson's, there's nothing to think about. Just shoot the ball.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
The Celtics with the lead. White with it. 13 points in the game. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
They might have the lead, but what they don't have is the momentum right now. So that was a big basket.
And finished off by Robinson.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Now here's White. 15 points in the game. Outside, Simon. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And this is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
It's Robinson, top of the key. Puts it on the wing. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Boston leading by 3. Here's Simon. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Down low. Diawara can't hit. Celtics shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Pass to Minot. No good on the triple. Here's New York. They're on an 18-7 run. Mark, how about the spark Jalen Brunson has brought to these Knicks?
Yeah, I tell you, I didn't see it coming in terms. How good Jalen Brunson has been, Kevin. I mean, I knew he...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time
2 minutes
The previous play is
to review the play.
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. Again, so the word is in. They decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. You're double checking and the game continues on.
first one falls.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. He's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
Miles McBride's checked in for Gershon Yabusele. 1:51 left here in the third quarter. Here's White. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's McBride. He's got 9. Good on the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Pass to Minot. And Simons has it in the corner. No good. Shot missing. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Clarkson. The putback. And yet again, Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Outside, Simon. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. A three-pointer is right on target.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Robinson kicks to Clarkson. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Maybe not a natural born distributor, but Clarkson working to keep his teammates involved.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Shireman. Three-pointer. The Knicks pull it in. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Brunson scanning the floor. For the 3. Oh, Brunson good from range.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending. With that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Anthony Simon at the line. 2 shots.
He throw good. Simon. Celtics making a switch here. And Simons drops them both. The third quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridget. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Diawara in the 4-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Man, that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Back to Bridget. Robinson sets a screen for Bridget. And again, New York with the triple.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, need more in store.
Knicks lead 95-85.
Pass to Shireman. Here's Hauser. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Three-point goal.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Good on the bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's the area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Pritchard, defended by McBride. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pritchard passes to Hauser. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Boucher with the steal. Here's Shireman inside. Clarkson looking for an opening. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for New York. Yabusele comes in for Robinson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jordan Clarkson. Bridges, no one around him. Hits it from three-point range. Bridges got 6 here in this quarter.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Boucher with a screen on Brunson. Pritchard passes to Boucher, and the shot is good. Boucher's got his first points of the night.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Yabusele setting the screen for Pritchard. And Brunson has it in the corner. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 8. A kick out to Simon. Boucher the screen. And it's Simons off the drive. Boucher's shot is off. New York's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Yabusele finds Brunson. Yabusele is screen on Pritchard. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Minod's checked in, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's White driving to the basket. That one good for 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Pass to Yabusele. And the 3-ball is good. Yabusele's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th quarter. We'll see how it ends up.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
White against Brunson. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. Minot pulls it in.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Simons the pass to White. Here's Minot. Brunson covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, they made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And the Celtics making a change here. Garza's checked in. The Knicks leading by 8. Pass to Diawara. Bridges outside. it from the wing. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's Minot, and he banks in the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Brunson against White. Yabusele passes to Diawara. And the Knicks miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Here's Brunson. Bridges outside. To Brunson. To Diawara. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Celtics trail by 4. Now White. To the middle. Here's Garza. It's rebounded by New York.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
And they go to the intentional foul. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
All right, man, give it up right now for the Knicks breaker Andrew.
On the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Anunoby outside. The three, Bridges, offensive rebound, Hart, and it's sent back by White.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
And it's Simons missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Brown feeling out a bit. That shot off the mark. Good D by Anunoby. Pass to Bridges, trying to get something going, and that one swishes right in. Bridges got 12 points here in the second inning. Celtics trail by 6. Brown with a screen on Brunson, and White kicks to Brown. Here's Minot, defended by Towns. Outside, White, just 5 to shoot. Over Brunson, and it's White missing. The Knicks leading by 6. And here is Bridges. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
Bridges left side. Out to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Bridges left side. Towns the pass to Brunson. Anunoby has the open look.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then, he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Minot. Brown outside. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bridges outside. Hart outside, launches it. It's deflected.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times. In a close game, hustle plays can really make the difference.
Simons against Bridges. Hard outside. Now Anunoby. Now here's Towns. Shakes him. Can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 4. Now White. Outside Brown. Rebounded by Towns. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101. But boy, is it working.
Here's Bridges. Cleaves it in off the window.
Boy, something to watch when Bridges finds his flow. His shots just keep coming for him.
And we got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Sam Houser's checked in for Boston.
Make some noise.
Outside White. Buries the deep ball.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free in attacking all game long.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Now here's Bridges. And he does not hit. Brown against Bridges. Brown outside. Bridges with the rebound. The Knicks lead by 3. And misses the fast break layup. To tie it up. And down goes the 3.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Brunson. Now Towns.
Big bucket for him there. Towns has to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right on time. Strong move off the glass.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
It's green. Then you know what to do. Shut your move. Sit down. Let's see it.
outside, Brunson. Here's Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Puts up the three. Misses the three. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Shortly. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Here we go. White with it. Peyton Pritchard out there with Derek White. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Queta in at the center, filling out the middle. Up top, Brown. Defended by Towns. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
Brunson against White. Broke loose and stolen by White. Off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on the silver platter. Just served him up.
And here's Brunson. They'll bring it up for New York. Towns is screen on White. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Minot. Latzler's a three. The three goes down.
Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pritchard against Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Here's Town. From outside. The shot is off. Pritchard against Bridges. White outside. Now Brown. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That'll be his second foul of the game.
No foul. First team foul.
White. And hit the three.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. The rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in the post game.
Sam Hauser's checked in for Pritchard.
Checking in for the Celtics, number 30, Sam Hauser.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Mikal Bridges, it's good.
Bridges showing you the rain right there.
Celtics have gone 2 of 3 for the fourth as we've got this overtime period underway.
Hey, who's watching though?
Five on the clock. Now Brown. Count it. Nice touch.
He's got that clutch gene. It's in his DNA for sure.
White against Brunson. Outside Bridges. Anunoby. Oh, the dunk.
Anunoby. Oh, gee, you can count on him to step up and make big shots.
116.
Celtics have gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of the overtime. Outside Brown. The shot from 20, and the shot will go down.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Brunson against White. Anunoby. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. Whistle blowing.
All the officials are all
17.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. Got to play without fouling.
And so Joe Mazzulla. Calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Check in. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds.
You know, OG Anunoby is one of the most physical and intimidating defenders in the league, but he is also, I think, underrated as a 3-level scoring threat.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Boston leading by 4.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Bridges. Off target from outside.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shots at it.
Outside, White. Brown fires. The long shot, no good. New York's gone 1 of 3 from three-point range since the end of regulation.
Bridges is that guy. Wants the ball in these moments. Absolutely incredible.
Celtics have gone a little over 50% from the field in overtime. They're 4 of 6. Here's White. Here's Shining. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go.
And the game is actually basically come down to this. They need a bucket, or you can practically call it a wrap.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
New York calls timeout. 23 seconds left in overtime. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And Brunson, here we go.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns let nothing stand.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
It's not over. It's as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they got to try to manage it.
Right on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. It's right there. New York calls timeout. They're behind by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, and they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Time for a quick bucket here.
None to waste.
Now Hart. Takes the 3. He drills the 3.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA. When Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends set, making the second, and that will put them up by 2. Brunson. And the 3 misses. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. So it's Boston sweeping by with the win. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like gave it their all, but when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Derek White.